Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. I've had a cold for a few days and haven't been able to record, but I wanted to try to get back in here and at least do a little bit, kind of catch up with where we're at. I've got my tea with me, so hopefully that can keep me from coughing and sniffling too much, but I apologize in advance if there is any of that going on. I'll try my best to mute my coughing fits so you don't have to listen to those. We beat the Stag Lord here, which was amazing. I feel kind of like I got pretty lucky. Ragongar had a huge hit on him for like, I think it was like 60 total damage maybe. But I'm not complaining. We beat him and that's all that matters now. I had a comment from a viewer, I think his name is Yorkie on the Chihuahua. He suggested that I may want to respec my main character to have a little more dexterity, which could help us with landing some of our spells, our ranged spells. And maybe we don't need so much constitution, which really makes sense. I mean, he's definitely not most of the time going to be our frontline person getting hit. So if he is, we're probably in trouble in other ways. So eventually, maybe when we have the money to spend to do it, we will look at respecking here. The other thing I think I will do, I was thinking about this already, and he suggested that we may want to turn on Death's Door. I think I am going to do this. Really, the only reason, I mean, it's obviously more challenging to have that off, but the main thing it requires is just having enough money to buy resurrection scrolls, which, I mean, I think rather than just trying to have money to solve someone dying, I think having this turned on, just, I know it makes it a little bit easier, but we're not just worried about stocking up gold to be able to revive people. It seems like just kind of a meaningless addition to the difficulty, at least for this playthrough where I'm going in blind and don't know what we're getting into. So I think we're going to do that. And then we're not tempted to have to reload if somebody dies. We're not worried about stocking up gold, like I said, to be able to revive people. I want to go inside here and see what's inside this fort before we head back to Oleg's. Maybe there's nothing in here. Can you disarm that for us, Octavia?
I did as you asked.
Got some loot.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Can Lindsay get that?
Anything else?
Yeah. Punching dagger. And some armor. I guess we'll pick that up. We are going to probably have a pretty good haul of things. Was that a trap? This covered up whatever was happening there. Did something shoot out of the wall at us? Acid arrow, yeah. I guess it didn't hurt anybody though. Here's a light hammer. And a horseshoe. Nice. What's going on here? Looks like somebody had a little binge. Empty wine bottles cover the floor. They were having a party waiting for us.
My servant search was not in vain.
I did as you asked.
Lots of loot. Nice. Secret Overlords. The essence of the world order. I am not going to read all of that right now. With my voice being in the condition it is. We'll pick that up. Same goes with this one. Legend of the Pathfinder. I'll have to remember to look at those when I have a better reading voice. They weren't sleeping in the bed, they were laying on the ground over here, passed out. Prodigal Sons.
Oh, I don't like surprises.
There's somebody back here? There is. Somebody is like in a cell.
I did as you asked.
Exit to the fort backyard looks abandoned. Seems the bandits barely used it. Can we open this? Oh. Stranger wants my blood. Okay, we were letting you out of there, buddy. Level 7 druid. We might have stumbled into a decent fight here. Should go ahead and get in there.
Tear them apart!
You put on something called Thorn Body. Is that going to hurt us? Didn't seem to. Or did. We got 6 damage because of whatever he put on. Thorn Body. Spines grow from your exposed skin. Any creature striking with a melee weapon takes 1d6 points of piercing damage. Okay. Let's inspire. Ram, you can get in here and poke that guy.
Repent.
Oh. Gongar, do your thing. Let's get a big hit again.
I'll cut you.
Okay, we took some damage. Yeah, so on our main character, these like ray spells, like this one, our dexterity is 14, but some addition to that could help us land more of these. I suppose that applies to Ray of Enfeeblement too. Speaking of which, let's try to use that. Let's see if we... Oh, we can't daze. We fist. He called out some lightning. Let's finish this guy off, Amiri.
I go down!
Serves you right.
Your life ebbs low. Die for me.
I'm really anxious to get back to Oleg's and see what people there have to say about Stag Lord being defeated.
Consider me provoked.
There we go. Oh yeah, there was that note in the journal about this guy. I wasn't sure who they were talking about. Oh, that was his dad. Yeah, okay. We saw all the memories of what a jerk father he was. I still don't feel bad about killing the Stag Lord, though. It had to be done. Oh, is this just like storage space? Hide armor. Nugra's crumbled note. He calls to her again, his queen. He drinks, he calls to her, he drinks again. I have no idea who she is. Can't even tell if she exists outside his own drunken vision. Sorry, I had to stop to cough there. Okay, let's pick this up. This was... I know he'll call to her and then he'll crash around angrily, yelling that she didn't come. Then he'll come for me. So is this a note? Calls to her again, his queen. Is this a note from the Stag Lord about Nugra? Or this is a note Nugra was writing. To someone. Stag Lord's been torturing him. Okay. Looks like maybe that's it for here.
It is done.
I think we looted the Stag Lord's body. I'm just going to head to the exit and we can pick up anything we want to when we leave. Okay, let's grab any valuables. Bastard sword. Some armor. We've probably already been over a lot of this. No, these are worth 25. Okay. I can't wait to see where else we can go on the map now. And we can visit these places, maybe? Eventually. I think we need to head back to Oleg's first. See if we can get there uninterrupted.
I need to catch my...
Of course, Octavia's tired. No, we'll rest when we get back there. Everybody's looking kind of the same. Let's talk to Oleg. Stag Lord's gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. And good riddance. Maybe now we'll be able to actually live in the stolen lands, rather than just surviving. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll surely boost trade, but all the noise they'll bring with them, well, that's none of your concern. I bet you can't wait to return to Restov and report your great victory. Okay, we have to go back to Restov. And speak to... what's her name? Jamandi? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, well, let's not head out just yet. Yeah, let's sell some stuff. Jamandi. I don't know why I can't remember her name. We've got a lot of weaponry here that we're probably not going to use. Let's get rid of that for sure. I don't know about this dart, but I guess we'll hang on to it. This bow could be nice. I wonder if Octavia can use that. I don't know if we're even keeping her in our party, though. But that could be good for somebody. Punching dagger. Right club +2. Agile rapier. You know what? We're not hurting for gold at the moment. I'm not gonna just willy-nilly sell everything. Let's wait. Sorry, coughing attack. Okay. Oh yeah, we picked up some armor. Now some of this I'm sure we can get rid of. We'll have to look at some of these things we picked up. They're probably better than what we've got on. This we can get rid of. For now, let's hang on to those things. Okay. Well, maybe there's not anything else to do here. We have to head to Restov. Just see if... Can we talk to, like, Jathal yet? No. She's still giving us the cold shoulder. Let's just go in and rest. I'm gonna look. I can't remember how much the respecking costs, so I'm gonna check on that. Oh, it's free. Okay. Sure, why not? Oh, wait, okay, let's just save it. I think it probably saved after we rested. But okay. Is this like just completely wipe out everything we're like starting from nothing? I don't want to do that right now.
Adventures await.
I wonder if that used up one of our 3 uses. Just in case, let's load that save. I am going to do that eventually, but I don't want to do that at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and head to Restov and find out what we're doing next. So we can talk to him. Okay. Does that mean we can't leave yet? Or we've got a cutscene or something? Okay, it just teleports us back
Good
there.
work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head, but I knew you could handle it. Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler.
If we wish, is there going to be another option?
But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections. Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Kasil, a young half-orc with impeccable poise, performs a textbook perfect bow. Yeah, do you already know about what happened with Tartuccio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
What kind of game are you playing?
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
What do we need to know about the history of Brevoy?
What's now called Brevoy was originally 2 different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the 2 states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal. The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Sertova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Eldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
What do we need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Eldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be. Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Sertova, the former kings of Issia. but their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Sertova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
Okay, so what role do you want us to play in your plans?
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Isians hold over us is humiliating and costly, and the Sertovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
You're wanting us to get these dueling houses together?
The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Maegor Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
I love how this seems like such a deep story. So we've got these competing houses. She kind of wants us to get in the middle of it with these people and be sort of a buffer between them. Don't the Sword Lords have any other foreign allies capable of playing this role?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Aldori, the descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Isians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
I'm trying my best to wrap my head around this story. Of course, it doesn't help that I've been sick, so maybe my brain's not functioning like it should. Isians. Okay. Coral the Conqueror. What part does Restov play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selemius.
If Natala is already here, why did she let you grant me the title? Okay, I need a reminder of who Natala is. Was she one of the... Sister of King Noleski. Okay.
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Sertova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a baron, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. let's consider how she could do so. Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Sertovas.
Okay.
The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
Okay. Good to know. What happens next?
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
Okay, thanks for the explanation.
Understanding of what's at stake.
And she's wanting this guy to be our envoy. Do we need an envoy?
Don't think I'm trying to impose a nanny or a spy on you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
Neighbors
thinking.
Now. You'll need someone knowledgeable about Brevoy's politics to act as an ambassador to your court. If you don't like Casil, you're free to choose someone else, but I won't be able to vouch for the loyalty or trustworthiness of another envoy.
Okay. Well, thank you. We're going to go speak with the guests.
Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
Stag Lord has been defeated. The road to a new barony is... Wish those lasted longer. So we need to mingle. Let's look. Drink plenty of expensive wine and stuff yourself with tiny sandwiches on sticks. Or you can skip the time wasted on gluttony and make a few useful connections. Oh yeah, we need to speak to this guy. Since we killed the Stag Lord, he was the one giving us the bad dreams. But we are going to take a break here. I think that's all that I can do at the moment. Hopefully I will get over this cold and be able to get back into this game again soon. Thanks for being here with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.